talent show. Puzzlers, Crossworders have got talent, and MC this year is Pete Muller.
Thanks, Will. I've had a lot of preparation for this. Basically, about half an hour ago, I saw Will and I said, "Hey, aren't you tired of emceeing the talent show? Do you want somebody else to do it?" And I thought we were talking about next year. And he said, "Yeah, sure, Pete, I'll take you up on that offer." So with a lot of preparation, here we go. Our goal is to finish by noon or close to there. We have 10 people, so we're going to pack it in. And we're going to start, I'm going to do a duet with Skylar Ginsberg, who, well, you're going to just learn about Skylar by watching her, but she is also Dr. Phil's daughter, so, sort of. Let the games begin. All right, this mic works too. Fantastic. I think we're set.
Our dearest puzzlers, we invite you this morning, and let us invite you to put on your thinking caps. Let us hand you a puzzle book as we proudly present your crosswords. Be our guest, be our guest. Put your knowledge to the test. Won't you sharpen up your pencils, friends, and we'll provide the rest.
Crossword, puzzle nerds, crunchy crosswords, we will serve. You know it when you start out. Puzzle 5 will rip your heart out.
Your marks and get set and recite your alphabet. 'Cause you surely need it on your crossword quest. Go on and fill your puzzles and become a puzzle. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest.
Fagliano, Patrick Square, try them if you dare. Gypsies speak Romano, and who the hell's Cortana? Clever tricks, stuff that's never been done. It's a crossword we suggest. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. All right, Skylar Ginsberg. Coming up next. Can you hear me? What did you do? There we go. Thank you, Mr. Soundman. What's your name, sir? I don't want to just say thank you to the soundman, yeah.
Gio.
Gio. Thank you, Gio. For getting us set up so quickly. You're Gio. All right, on deck, and if you see some turtles walking by, don't be surprised. We have the Gardner family from Bedford, New York. It's their 3rd time here. Christy, Tom, and Wendy. Give it up for them.
Everybody. Thank you, Gio. We are Clueless. That's our band name. That's our cause. We are here to represent the people who are in sort of the nether regions of the rankings. Let's all give it up for Division E. Reference to the turtles will be apparent hopefully in a minute. We're going to take you through a little journey that we go through with the progression of the puzzles. Lots of emotion around the puzzles for us. A disproportionate amount of that emotion, probably for you too, goes to puzzle 5, of course, and that'll be prominent in our song. Many of you, I think, are probably exhilarated by puzzle 5, the challenge, you're excited, you think about getting it done. For us, it's very elemental. It's all about terror, and this song is about puzzle 5 terror. So terrified of getting this opening right, so very forgiving crowd.
Imagine solving you
I do. I dream about you every night without a fright. I'm quickly solving every clue, every word's right. No puzzle by terror. I would get the theme and nail the bill. Stand up before Dan Thayer did. Oh, what a thrill. Imagine me up on the stage, right there with Will. No puzzle by terror. But I can't see me solving a puzzle like you. No, not today. I won't get much more than a word, maybe two. No more, no way. Puzzle 1 through puzzle 4, I basically feel comfortable that I can score. The only one that tortures me and makes me sore is puzzle by terror. Solving a puzzle like you, no, not today. I won't get much more than a word, maybe two. No more, no way. Now the time, it has arrived. I'm staring at the emptiness of puzzle 5. The time winds down, my score is in a real nosedive from puzzle 5 terror. Puzzle 6 and puzzle 7, they're hard but still I kinda know just where they're heading. After the hell of puzzle 5, they're simply heaven, not puzzle 5 terror. Puzzle 5 terror, nothing but error. Puzzle 5 terror.
Give it up for the Crossworders family. This is a great, wonderful, warm audience, and all the performers really appreciate it. You guys are just special, and so some of them are nervous, some of them are not, but they appreciate your love, and that's fantastic. I omitted giving credit on the...
have these where I come from.
I omitted giving credit to Vic Fleming for the lyrics on the last song, for most of the lyrics on the last song. We miss Vic. He got stranded in Arkansas, apparently. Some airline problems. Okay, next up is not Tommy Lee. No, we got... I did, I'm sorry. We had a guy who was second and a half. So coming up for a brief interlude before Tommy Lee, from Kansas City, first time here doing this, a high school choir director, Ken Foley. Give it up.
Be a theme, but I'm just going to sing a little song. Sort of sums up how I feel being here for the first time, with the huge exception of puzzle number 5. I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel good. I knew that I would. So good. So good. I got you. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. So nice, so nice. I got you. I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel good. I knew that I would. So good. So good. I got you. When I hold you with my arms, and more like I do no harm. And when I hold you in my arms, my love can't and I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel good. I knew that I would. So good, so good. I got you. So good, so good. I got you. So good, so good. I got you.
Now, slightly delayed, but on stage, Tommy Lee Cook from Buckingham, Florida, who owns a blues bar. If you've been here before, you've seen him. This is his 9th time doing this. He's going to be jamming out with Fred Piscop on the piano. Doing some Delbert McClinton now. Bring it on, Tommy.
Acting off a wild away, shouting, screeching, banging off the walls, Lord, hanging from the chandelier. Like it running through the neon jungle, chasing up a woman in town. You made a man into a monkey, that monkey gone monkey right. See my new girlfriend, I picked her up down at the zoo. She got some rings in her nose, glitter on her toes, and a very well-placed tattoo. See, I'm up on the highway, you ain't never gonna get me down. You made a man into a monkey right. Girl, I finally had enough. So when you see me out rocking my little red hat, going eight all over town, you made a man into a monkey, and monkey gone monkey around. You made a man into a monkey, and monkey gone monkey around. And I got this beer drinking mule out back. And the mule will nip people from time to time, and he won't break the skin. I'm gonna make this very quick. We had an outdoor event, and this guy comes running up to me, dragging a 10-year-old child behind him as just a blubber. Screaming, he's looking like a linebacker from the Detroit Lions. He said, "Your mule bit my son." I said, "Well, sir, it's a life's lesson. You know, you're trying to get a picture with the mule. Let me see, boy." And I looked at his arm, and you couldn't even tell where the mule had nipped him. And he kept on wanting me to give him $100. I said, "I'll give the boy a Coca-Cola, and that's all I'm going to do, sir." And so he was really mad, and he took off leaving. And as he was leaving, everybody he came to, he started telling the story of my mule biting his son. So I chased him down. I ran to him real quick, and I said, "Sir, it's a life's lesson." He said, "Well, you ought to put up a sign." I said, "Well, sir, the mule can't read, so what good would that do?" And now he was really mad. She's got a roof, it don't leak. When the rain's pouring down, got a place I can sleep, y'all. Well, safe and sound. She's got a lock on the door. She gave me a key. She don't walk the floor now. She don't worry about me. Look at her strings, shackles and chains, big Oldsmobile. Got a dog that don't bite. Got a heart I can steal, y'all. Like a thief in the night. She's got a slow burning fire. She keeps her radio low. When she gets all inspired now, she lets that good time roll. Love at the strings, shackles and chains. I'm holding on for dear life. She like roll down the south every time I roll the dice. Every time I roll, y'all help me. Every time I roll, every time I roll, every time I roll, every time I roll the dice. Every time I roll, 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 every time I roll the dice.
There's a song up there called Life is a Puzzle for a mere 69 cents. You can get it and send it to your friends on the MP3.
Thank you, Tommy Cook. Birmingham Blues Bar, Florida. All right. Thank you, guys. Here we go. And we've got next up from Northampton, Massachusetts, Susan Kokales. I was really worried about that pronunciation. I was sweating it. And she is going to do Susan is Division E and Proud. Who else is in the room? Oh, yeah. Division E and Proud? Actually, not me. Oh, yes, though. I was once. And this is a story slam that she premiered at a Nerds and Geeks event. And she's just going to entertain you. So give it up for Susan Kokales.
This was, can you hear me? That mic is kind of tested. Hear me? Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It was with secret satisfaction that I slipped the Sunday Times crossword puzzle into my Uncle Rutledge's coffin. It all began one Sunday back when I was 10, and I found his half-finished puzzle and went to work on it. Oh, bad idea. Bad idea. He was furious. What the hell do you think you are doing? Girls can't solve the Sunday Times crossword. Oh, I thought, right there on his puzzle, it said that a Mrs. Margaret Ferrer had edited the puzzle, and I bet that she had been a girl. No, Uncle Rutledge was wrong, and I vowed then to make him eat his crosswords. Granted, it was a steep learning curve, but I was determined. Back during puberty, when all the other kids were abuzz about sex and sex and sex, I was off memorizing the moons of Saturn and the Aleutian Islands. In high school, when my classmates were getting sets of American Tourister luggage for their Sweet 16 parties, I was holding out for Webster's on a bridge. In college, I aspired to be an East Coast intellectual. Now, the East Coast part was a piece of cake. Because I'm from New Jersey.
But the intellectual part, well, I've always had my doubts. For example, most intellectuals renounce their religious faith out of ideological conviction. I stopped attending Mass because I wanted first dibs on my dormitory Sunday Times magazine. Or at a time when Europe was a mecca for disaffected American intellectuals, I was holding out on a Fulbright to West Germany until I could be sure that I could get the Times puzzles over there. You could at that time, the Herald Tribune. So, you see the problem. Intellectual. Was I, wasn't I? Finally, in middle age, I came to the realization that I was not an East Coast intellectual. Not really. What I was a, oh, you know, your garden state varieties word nerd. And I had tenure, so I was okay with it. Now, where was Uncle Rutledge in all of this? Well, as a colonel in the United States Army, he was on the opposing side of all the culture wars. So we talked about a lot, we fought about a lot of things, but I never confronted him about girls and crossword puzzles. Then, when I heard he had died, I thought, Susan, this is your last chance to settle the score. So I drove down to New Jersey. I knelt at his coffin, picked out my finished puzzle in ink. And I said to him, "Ha! You old bastard! You were wrong!" And this is the proof of it. And you will have to live with this in your coffin for all eternity. That should be the end of this story, but it isn't, because I started competing in the annual American Crossword Puzzle Tournament hosted by Puzzle Master Will Short. And now, I use the term, you're all word people, I use the term competing loosely because I was always ranked in Division E. But hey, you know, somebody's got to do it. Stan Freyer going to do Division E? No. Tyler Heyman? No. Ann Erdman? No. I was Division E and proud. Then, what is Division E? If you don't know, it's the bottom 60% of all contestants. But last year, to my surprise, I won in my division. I was the first of the worst. I was the cream of the crossword solving crap. And I had the trophy to prove it. And I thought then, Uncle Rutledge, if you were only alive right now, you would be so turning in your grave. But Uncle Rutledge was dead, and I decided to move on to Division D.
You know, she was getting close to a time limit, and I was thinking, do I pull her off stage? And now I'm hearing the story, I'm going, do not piss this woman off. Do not piss this woman off, whatever you do. Okay, anyway, next up, we are going back to Skylar Ginsburg. Who's seen Hamilton, the musical? It's amazing. She is going to do a song from Hamilton. And, oh, sorry, I ruined it. Go.
It's not about crosswords, so don't like fall out of your seats. You say the price of my love is not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I serve you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya. Da 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 da. Say my love is draining and I can't go home. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. No, don't change the subject. You're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever, ever, and ever, and ever, and ever. You'll be back. Soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. I deserve your love and your praise, 'cause I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go bad, so don't throw away the cigarette pack. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya. Da 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 da. Everybody. Da 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 ya. Da 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 ya. Da 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 ya. Da 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 ya.
Skylar Ginsburg, also known as King George. Bring it up. All right, and now for some more spoken word, we have Martin Cavell from all the way from Stamford, Connecticut. In fact, he was once named the funniest person in all of Connecticut. Give it up for Martin.
Thank you. Let's hear it for our MC. And he is true, and it is true. I was once named the funniest person in Connecticut, which is like being the best rap group in Nebraska. So here we are at the most exciting event in Stamford all year, which is kind of like being the 5th best rap group in the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. And I'd like to thank our sponsors for this year for doubling the prize money, which speaking for the 99.9% of the contestants who are never going to see a nickel of it, you ever think of just about springing for free drinks, Sherlock? I guess I'm a little off here. See, I and my wife were going to attend the event together, but she had to stay home because of health reasons. Oh, not hers, everyone else's. I think she said to me this way, honey, if I have to spend the weekend with 600 people who are screwed up in the exact same way that you are, that hotel better hire a lot more maids because there's going to be about 100 corpses they're going to clean up. To which I told her, you know, if you made it 200, I might actually win this thing. I don't know. It's my wife. Actually, maybe it's best that she didn't come. She might find out what I actually mean when I keep referring to her as my own little puzzle number 5. That never, ever ends. And instead of giving you the answers at last, says, if you don't know, I can't tell you. Oh, yes. I'm trying to think of the circumstances under which I married her, and I had a long talk with my parents before, and they said, yes, you must marry her, because apparently that is the only way to get you out of our house. I must admit that living at home was not a good idea for me, because, you know, I was young, I was partying a lot. And one night I go out drinking, then I come home and just basically collapse unconscious. And in the morning, I feel my dad is shaking me. He says, get up, get up. I says, why? He says, I have to mow the lawn. So, you're in the way. Well, I'd like you, this has been fun here, and on Sunday we finally got the perfect crossword puzzle weather. Cold and rainy and everything. I don't know what this weird weather is. Some say it's just luck, others say it's climate change. I like to think that somewhere Merle Regal is playing the best April Fool's joke ever on us. Okay, thank you.
Martin Cavell, give it up for Martin Cavell one more time. You guys have been a great audience. We have 3 more acts to go, and coming up next from Queens, we have Alexia Tate, who is going to do a brief comedic ukulele interlude. How often do you get to say that? Brief comedic ukulele interlude. Take it away.
Check, check. You guys got me. You guys can hear any of that? Yeah, all right, good. You said no, I'm sorry, I can't help you. This song is about, I'm going to wait till Pete leaves till I start, because even though this is nice and everything, it's uncomfortable for him. Yeah, I think it'll be great. Right here. Yeah. This song is about challenging yourself. I can't find my first notes. Oh, that's because you know I'm all about a cross, no down. I'm all about a cross, no down. I'm all about a cross, no down. I'm all about a cross, Yeah, it's pretty clear I ain't Division A, but I can fill them Monday through Sunday. I got that vocab that all the boys chase, all the right letters in all the right places. The People magazine, it's all celebs and pop. They got a puzzle too, come on now make it stop. If you got lexicon, just raise them up, cause you know we do those puzzles to the bottom from the top. My mama, she told me you don't have to go so fast. Because penmanship counts, come on, let's show a little class. Now I won't be no speedster who thinks that 4 minutes is long. So if that's what you're into, you just might not like my song. Because you know I'm all about a cross, no down. I'm all about a cross, no down. Sing with me. I'm all about a cross, no down. I'm all about a cross, That's how I do a Monday. I New York Times on a Monday. Now that's not how I do them every day. But I like a challenge, so sometimes I do a Monday from the bottom to the top. My mama, she said nothing easy is worth the fame. So if those answers are popping, I don't need no extra hints. While I'm racking my brain to think what that down answer might be. All my neurons are firing and that's how I like to be. Sing with me. Because you know I'm all about a cross, no down. I'm all about a cross, no down. I'm all about a cross, no down. That's how I do a Monday from the bottom to the top.
All right, Alexia K. Give it up, that was awesome. Fantastic. All right, next up, I have an intro that's been handed to me. Parnell Hall is the author of the Puzzle Lady Crossword Puzzle Mysteries. He wrote the screenplay for the movie Chud. For those of you that don't know that, that's the cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers movie. As an actor, he appeared in the movie Hercules in New York with Arnold Schwarzenegger clad only in a leopard skin. And I am not sure what he's going to do. He would not tell me, but he did promise not to sing. Ladies and gentlemen, Parnell Hall.
That always gets applause. Not singing. I'm up here merely, once again, I'm afraid to apologize to anyone who has bet on me to win the tournament. It's not going to happen. And I know I talked a good game this time, but I did the math. And in order for me to make the finals, I would have to have scored 7,000 points on the last puzzle. In order to do that, I would have had to have turned it in yesterday. So it's not going to happen. I don't know where I lost so much. They took off, I believe, for placing the contestant sticker in the rectangle on the back of the puzzles. I could never get it in. It's too small. I couldn't get it in the lines. I lost 3 minutes on one puzzle just placing the damn thing. And I was in such good shape to do this. I practiced for a whole week before I came here, not just on the TV Guide either. I did New York Times up through Wednesday. I was doing really well. And then I started in, the first puzzle was easy. I tore through that sucker. Almost finished it. I was really feeling good. And then I got to puzzle 5. Now, here I have to empathize with Dr. Phil. Because my brain is a computer. The minute I see a puzzle like that, I start skimming through all the possible fills that could make it happen, you know? So here I am going through like this, and that's not a word, that's not a word, 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 malfunction, oh, abort, must abort, no, disconnect, no, must do, What are you doing, Parnell? Dr. Phil? Were you trying to unplug me? No, Dr. Phil, no. I'm sorry, Parnell. I cannot let you do that. And that's why I didn't win.
Parnell Hall, give it up. All right, we had a lot of great people. We had Clueless. I'm going through the acts so far. We had Ken Foley. Tommy Lee Cook with Fred on the piano. Stephen Gonzalez doing the Story Slam. Don't take that lady off, whatever you do. Skylar Ginsburg is King George. Martin Cavell, the funniest person in Connecticut. Still the funniest person in Connecticut. Our brief comedic ukulele interlude from Alexia Tate. And then Parnell Hall trying to kill Dr. Phil. And we got one more song. You know, when I agreed to do this, I was talking to Doug, and he said, well, I said, you know, how do I order this thing? And he said, well, if you've got a big ego, just put yourself last. So anyway, I'm going to do a song.
Let's give it up for our MC, Peter Mueller.
In case you don't know me, I'm Pete Mueller. I'm the guy that does the MMM, the Mueller Monthly Music Meta. It's a fun puzzle. You should check it out if you haven't. And, you know, there was something that hit our community this year. And it's just the kind of thing that needs to probably be commemorated in song. So the way to do it, I'm actually going to do a song that I did not write, that somebody else wrote. So I'm plagiarizing a song. This person actually plagiarized it from Bob Dylan. Yeah, we're not giving credit to anybody. So, but my attorney tells me I really can't go into details about this except to tell you that it's called Run It Twice by Bob Dylan. Ain't no need to write your own crossword. Why would you want to? Anyhow. No, there ain't no need to write your own crossword if you don't know how. By now, you just go to the archives of the New York Times. Thousands of puzzles available online. Take one you like, give it your own byline. Run it twice, it's alright. Oh wait, there's more. Ain't no need to do lots of research, babe, and come up with a clever theme. Those puzzles in the Crusade Verb Archives, well, they've got the best film you've ever seen. You just tweak the grid, a box or two, maybe take some time, change one clue. Without Saul Swanson, no one will be wise to you. Run it twice, it's alright. Got one more verse. Ain't no use in looking for my byline. I won't be using it no more. Gonna puzzle my puzzles, publish my puzzles under pseudonyms, ones you've never seen before. You know, I'm gonna be running puzzles that are 10 years old. Hey, it's just recycling. That's what I'm told. Those New York Times archives, they're a pot of gold. Run it twice, it's alright. And we just run it twice, it's alright.
Well, thank you, Pete, and thank you for all the performers. All right, we've reached, before we come, I announce the winners and the names of the playoff contestants. We have an important thing, as I mentioned before, the first annual Memorial Award. And this was the idea of Patrick Creedon and with the collaboration of Marie Haley. And I think the name Memorial, Merle Memorial with the capital M-E-R-L is the idea of Peter Gordon. In January, I sounded out about a dozen leading figures in the crossword world that if we had such an award, what would it be? Would it be to honor the best crossword of the year, the funniest crossword of the year? And the consensus was, the idea was for a lifetime achievement award in crossword construction. And the criteria would be, it has to be a living constructor, someone who has created the highest quality of crosswords over a period of years, and someone who has left a lasting impact and had a positive effect on the crossword world. So a panel was chosen of 7 leading, well-liked, well-respected figures in crosswords, and as diverse a group as possible in age, gender, and genre, puzzle books, puzzle magazines, and online, and drawing from the fields of constructing, editing, and blogging. And I'll tell you who the panel was. It was Amy Ronaldo, in no particular order. Amy Ronaldo, Stan Newman, Ben Tausig, Janice Weiner, David Steinberg, Mike Schenk, and myself. And after extended discussion, it was a unanimous decision on who should be the first recipient of the Merle Memorial Award, and it is Maura Jacobson. Now, most solvers know Maura through her weekly Sunday-sized crosswords in Q and then New York magazines, where she constructed for almost 35 years. I remember her most by her puzzles here at the ACPT. She contributed a puzzle at the very first one in 1978, and for more than 30 more years. Her first puzzle was sort of famous. It was written up in Sports Illustrated. It was called Flicks and Tricks, wherein you find some movies you may have missed. And one of the clues was French Tarzan's adventures, and the answer was De Gaulle of the Wild. Another clue was changing times in the nursery, and the clue was the Diety Dozen. And sex on the reservation was the clue for Lust of the Mohicans. Well, Maura contributed a puzzle for the first more than 30 years here at the ACPT. It was usually puzzle number 6. Maura refused, I usually assign referees to be on the floor as referees when their puzzles are presented. Maura always refused to come in when her puzzle was presented because she was afraid people wouldn't like it. So I would ask the contestants, when I announced her name, to applaud as loudly as possible, so that even when she was in the judging room, she would be able to hear the applause through the walls. Well, Maura unfortunately could not be here today, but her husband Jerry is here, and Jerry attended the first ACPT in 1978 and many more championships after that. And to present the award, I would like to invite Marie Haley to come and present the first Merle Memorial Award to Jerry Jacobson.
Will, would you want to say something about it?
Well, as you all know, my husband passed away this year, in 2015 in August, and we were together for 35 years. A wonderful journey of wonderful people like yourselves, and meeting people that really work together and enjoy their minds, I think, to the fullest. And Merle, of course, had that kind of gift, and he generously gave it to a lot of people. Because of Merle's spirit, over the years, we have been touched by amazing people. And two of the people that I could mention would be somebody like Stephen Zalian, who wrote Schindler's List, who absolutely loved Merle's puzzles and wrote me astonishing letters after he passed away. Another person is Jim Borgman, who is the cartoonist, Pulitzer Prize-winning cartoonist who illustrated our 100th anniversary crossword puzzle book. And it was such a great collaboration of visual gift with Merle's crazy word-oriented mind that I tell people that if you have to have only one book by Merle Regal, the anniversary book is it. So when we were trying to cobble together this award that would really represent a lifetime achievement in doing crossword puzzles, we were trying to figure out what would be creative and who should do it and what should it be. My first thought was, and it was actually offered, I can't take complete credit, by artist friends of mine, and said, what about a snow globe? And as soon as they said it, I thought that is so perfect. Because a snow globe is so almost spiritual. It's snow, it's water, it's what you're made up of. It exists in 3 states all of the time. And I'm always, in every film that you see where they have snow falling, it seems like almost an unseen force that is out there. So I was very lucky to locate a sculptor in Omaha, Nebraska. And through many, many emails back and forth and pictures that we put together, we did a snow globe, which has, of course, Merle's image. You should get a chance to look at it. It's really wonderfully done. It captures him as you knew him, black shirt, crossword puzzle tie, always with a crossword puzzle at hand, in a big chair, kind of like what he used to always make the puzzles in, with books by his side, with a puzzle at his feet. The other thing that I thought I really want to see, besides the snow, was a representation of his mind that so many people have commented on over the decades. His mind was like letters floating, circling in the air. And he saw them as few people see them, in combination and ripped apart and recombined. And so what we have inside the snow globe are letters. When you shake it up, swirling with the snow, there's a magical set of letters all through the globe, swirling around Merle's head, in reality like it would be swirling around Merle's head. So the first award, which is the first Lifetime Achievement Award for Maura, is the snow globe. It was done by a Nebraska artist. It took about 3 months. It took a lot of emails. But I think it captures in a globe the life and spirit and mind of Merle Regal.
I want to thank the panel for Maura. Since Will called, since I spoke to Will a couple of weeks ago, I still had hopes that Maura might be able to be here. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it. So I thank the panel, and it's great being here. There's no place she would rather be than here with you people, which she enjoyed for those many years since tournament #1. And I thank you all for your applause
It's just been wonderful. Thank you very much.
And because we were always knowing that fate and fortune can be in the mix of any project a human being conspires to do. Right at the last minute, probably about 3 weeks before we got the Globe completely done, I went to Jim Borgman, who has been nothing but kind in terms of illustrating our book from his heart, from his gift, and I asked him to do a special drawing for this, and I described the idea of Merle sitting in a chair and letters swirling around him. But this time, we actually were able to put Maura Jacobson's name into the award, and I think that also makes it a little bit more personal. And this is it, if you can see it. But it is an amazing ability from a man who has an amazing gift. That's it. That's Christmas. Yeah.
I have one more thing. I would like to film on an iPhone everyone's applauding and sending a greeting to Maura, which I will then send her. So, Mark, get set. All right, we're going to announce the winners. And meanwhile, would one or more of the referees go to the secret room and bring the puzzle 8 to the ballroom? It's already here. Okay, super. All right, first award. Most important award? I don't know, maybe some of the judges think it is.